say that I would like to hire you. What would you do? How would you help me to do better on my LSAT than I might have done on my own?
Yeah, sure. So let's say you were a student of mine. The first thing I would want to do is discuss each of the sections in general a bit to get a sense of your conceptual understanding, like to diagnose where you stand on each section. Maybe there are certain question types you might have certain misconceptions about. And so if I can spot one of those misconceptions, or let's say I can help you find a better approach, then that could change everything. What I find with students is that a lot of times they have the fundamentals, they have the foundation, but one thing is a little bit off. Maybe they misinterpreted something. Maybe they were using a prep book that contained a mistake, or they heard hearsay from a forum or something like that. So I would want to check each of those areas and spot where those gaps in understanding are. Because a single insight like that can change everything. For example, a lot of students get confused about necessary assumption versus sufficient assumption questions. If we can spot the difference and truly understand the proper perspective from which to view each, we could totally change your approach to the entire logical reasoning section. So I'd be looking for those sorts of things. And then in general, critiquing your study plan, helping you lay out a schedule, but most importantly, helping you engage in proper in-depth review of every single question you get wrong or have difficulty with. What is tempting about the wrong answer that makes you pick it? What ultimately makes it wrong? And on the flip side, what's discouraging about the right answer that pushes you away from it? And what ultimately makes it correct? A lot of times students just do exam after exam, then being happy, measuring the results and being happy or sad about them, and then moving on. But the real work is in the review process. And I really force my students to engage in that review process. Together, we walk through the biggest problems they face each week in between our sessions. And that's where the progress happens.
Wow, that's wonderful. And, going back to what you said in the beginning, every question you get right could be another few dollars in your scholarship pocket.